I don't want this. Not like this. Not after I got what I want for Pop.
Oh no, stop. Leave me alone.
Oh my god, I hate this game. Hi everyone, this is Minty Foxu and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be continuing on with the game The Letter. Last we left off, Rebecca was very angry about everything. She's angry about everything, and so let's continue on with her pissy mood. So I think, yeah, Rebecca was talking about how Zach got bad reviews for his movie, and he's all like, chill girl, it's okay, and Rebecca's like, no, it's not okay, and so, yeah. Zach, calm down, Rebecca. Those are just reviews, and it happens a lot.
I do not ken about you two, but calling the entire film an out-and-out drivel, you're better off watching an educational kids' TV show, and worst 1.5 hour of my life, among other things, isn't exactly a critique any decent movie reviewer would say.
Yeah, she's scary when she's angry. Holy shit.
If you could call that a critique, did we even watch the same film?
I thought so?
Well, maybe I ain't cut out for it. Better stick with my photography or something. If nothing else, this helped me open my eyes to what I can and can't do.
You're giving up.
It wasn't a question.
It was just something experimental I did on my free time anyway. It's no big deal.
But you worked on it for months.
Yeah, you shouldn't give up just because one movie reviewer didn't like you.
Doesn't look like it matters for those people.
Don't say that!
Oh, damn, everybody's super emotional. My palm strikes the table, sending the tableware on top clinking against each other. I didn't even notice when I rose from my seat. But here I am, chest heaving, looking down at him in the same manner a teacher would at an unruly student. Rebecca's probably proud. Yeah, she's fucking smirking. She's smirking. I didn't mean to yell, but there are some things people like Zach aren't supposed to say. How exacerbating. He of all people should know.
It's just a review.
Except they're pretty well-known critics.
Why does that matter? They aren't the ones calling the shots on this. Isn't that why they have a committee? Right, Becca?
An amused gleam in her eyes when I turned to her. What does she find so entertaining here? Help me here. Your friends are about to quit his passion for a petty reason. I haven't read what those people wrote about his work, but a few scathing words shouldn't be enough to discourage someone. I should know. After all, I'm...
Failing means you're playing, Zach. Not that I'm saying it's bad. I've seen it from start to finish, and I know for myself what you created isn't something people should scoff at. I don't know anything about filming or photography. Hell, I don't have an inkling of artistry in me except for those doodles I make for class. But I know what I watched. Look at Isabella. It's not every day you see her all riled up like this.
Exactly. If you really did suck, I'm pretty sure they would be like, yeah, man, you tried your best, but maybe this isn't the right field for you. Whatever I'm about to say gets lost in the tongue as a flush of embarrassment blooms across my face.
It was a heat of the moment thing. And anyway, I'll be very angry with you if you quit. What about the exhibit?
What exhibit?
Classified information.
Even if I bring you your favorite tonight?
Nope, not a chance.
Oh, come on! I thought we aren't supposed to have secrets.
A burst of laughter comes from Zach.
Thanks, you two. I might need some time alone to myself for a while. Just to think about things, how I'll go from here, that sort of stuff. Hey, I'm not quitting, Bella. Don't give me that face.
There's no face at all, only a poor imitation of puppy dog eyes, if you could call this one.
Promise?
I'll be damned if I break any promise I make to you guys.
Aw, you nice.
Besides, you're right. It's too early to say anything right now. What?
Oops, I cut him off, I'm sorry. And that's all the answer I need from him, so basically he says he's not quitting. As sentimental as it sounds, there's a fulfillment in knowing another person you know won't take the same path you've walked. It's not like it's over for me, though. I still have time. I could still come back. Do my own thing. Do what I really want to do. Surely once Papa recovers, once I'm done with everything. Sat on my back, my phone buzzes unexpectedly, breaking the pleasant afternoon lull. The screen shows Rose. Oh.
Hey, Isabel. You at the office?
Ha ha. Very funny, Rose. I'm hanging up.
Don't, I'm kidding. BRC says the floor plan copies are ready for Miss McCullough to pick up.
She states that as if it's already explained everything. Then out of the blue she launches a long rant about the awful state of Luxborough streets. All of which she says in a single breath that I can barely keep up and make out a single word. I stay quiet, if only to avoid becoming the next object of her frustration. She's similar to Rebecca in that regard.
I'm stuck in horrendous traffic right now. Bloody stupid drivers.
When she has finally run out of things to complain about and stops, what she says next still has none of what I'm hoping to hear from her. Just a quick mumbled plea for me to meet the right interior designer in her stead and
Anyway, I'll leave it to you. Bye. Thanks.
So I gotta go back to the house. Don't you all get off scot-free, Rose. Classic Rose. She ends the call without even asking for my input. October 22nd, Saturday, Luxborough City, afternoon. The sky is cloudless, and the noontime sun is beating down on the hard concrete when I leave the cafe. Oh, look, there's a place called Zarbucks. That's creative. It's far from unbearable, but it's enough to put most people in a fickle mood or make them vulnerable to catching something. No wonder we have staff members going AWOL lately, not to mention my boss's mercurial moods. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I want our cloudy weather back. Okay, this must be England. This must be England. Not to mention everyone has they have a bloody British accent. Well, most of them do. Like, I know Rebecca and Rose do. And just like the weather they're explaining and these little hints here and there, this has to be England. For all the gripes about the unpredictable weather, though, the streets of Luxborough remain constantly busy. The hurried tapping of shoes against the pavement and the insane chatter coming from the lunchtime crowd fill the humid afternoon air. A small reminder of the things we still do, regardless of how much I want to return to the comfort of my bed. Back to Briar Realty for me, Zach to a meeting with a magazine publisher featuring luxury houses, and Rebecca to her lesson plans and books at home. But more than once, I catch her sneaking a longing glance over something displayed on the shop window. Did she want to buy something? Maybe I can get it for Christmas. I turned my head at the last shop she checked out. A fleeting glimpse. The world stills. She looks at me, eyes hollowed, gaze piercing, and boring into my very soul like a set of chains to keep my whole body still. Did Rebecca see this too? There's no shadows or whispers this time. Only a plea, a hum, a low indistinct, compelling me, beckoning me, intent on dragging me to the void beyond the glass. Well, I don't know. This girl obviously needs help. Maybe we should help her and not be so afraid of her. Right? Right? I don't dare move. My heart hammers against my ribs, each beat, each thump screaming at me to look away, make a run for it. But I can't. I couldn't. All of my limbs feel heavy, while my own breathing strains in the face of her calls.
Leave me alone.
Her mouth is stretching in a grin, wide and unpleasant. The panic building up in my chest forces me to take a tentative step back. I try not to stare at the decaying flesh, the blood streaming from the gaping wounds on her arms and her nailless fingers. Oh! Oh god, I hate... Okay, I have like a problem with like fingernails. Like, I'm super grossed out when things don't have fingernails or they're removed. So like in The Ring when Samara tries to crawl out of the well and her fingernails come off. Oh my god, no. I don't want this. Not like this. Not after I got what I want for Papa.
No, stop. Leave me alone.
Oh my god, I hate this game. Her face contorts, and she lets out a wail, sharp and utterly forgiving. Rage. There is only hatred and bitterness, as if the very notion of turning away from her is an offense in itself.
Please! I don't want this!
Before I know it, I'm stumbling backwards, my own throat hoarse from the screams I didn't even notice already coming out of my mouth. The back of my feet catches on a loose stone, sending me sprawling on the ground. The resulting pain completely jolts me out of a haze, blurring my mind. For a little while, my surroundings appear unfamiliar until Rebecca's face swims into my vision. A look of concern is on her face, and her hands are gripping my arms tight. Even Zach appears beside himself with worry while he stands behind her, acting as a shield against the small crowd of onlooking already forming around me.
What happened?
Bella, you okay?
No, I'm not. My mouth opens and closes, but nothing comes out. The words refuse to form. On impulse, I sneak a swift glance at the display window. She's gone. Yet the foreboding feeling hasn't left me. My hands are shaking as I push myself off the ground, my weakened limbs relying solely on the reflex and muscle memory. Something icy has made its home at the pit of my stomach. I want to throw up. Anything to get this wretched sensation out.
You are screaming. Zach, call someone!
No, don't. I'm good. I need to get to the office. Rose, the floor plans. Someone's going to pick it up. I'll see you later.
Careful. Don't stand up yet. Stay put, Isabella. Zach, you watch over her for me. I'll call for someone.
I attempt to smile to put her at ease, but it likely comes off as a grimace. Gently, I pushed her hands off my shoulders. My knees are still trembling, but I can stand. Leave me. Stay away. The humidity stifling, everyone's stares are unnerving, and Rebecca and Zach's concerns are suffocating. I don't want to be here. No more. I break into a run. I wish I hadn't left my bed this morning. Here, with only the occasional drips of water on the sink, and the whirring of fan blades to keep me company, it's easy to fall into a cycle of negative thinking. But even with the clutter to keep me company, the room still feels a whole lot bigger than usual. I hug my knees closer as a group passes by outside. Loud. So loud. If only there was a way to tune out everything to keep my head from playing every image, every sound of her. Her screams, her awakened gait as she reaches for me, her bone-chilling smile, her pleas for enough. That's enough. A shiver passes over me, though it's not from the hair still hanging damp against my back, nor the draft that enters the room from the windows I've left open. My gaze shifts over to the letter sitting on the coffee table. Its edges flutter innocuously as the wind touches it. Funny how an ordinary-looking piece of paper can bring this much trouble. The impulse to throw it away or rip it into pieces is still there. I can easily do it, but after that, what? Will she leave me? What about those who have already seen it? Will they be okay? This uncertainty gnaws at me. Knowing that she's real and might also go after people I care about, I just wish someone would listen. Believe me. The abrupt break in silence nearly makes me jump out of my skin. Blindly, I fish out my phone from under the mess of papers and cushions, carelessly thrown it before taking a shower hours ago. Ash's name flashes brightly on the screen. Ash! Is he calling because of this afternoon?
Thank you so much for spamming my inbox, scaredy cat.
Did I?
Hey, Ash.
What's wrong?
I just had a long day. The couple who bought the house wanted us to finish processing the papers within the week. It's a little hectic, but we'll manage.
Really? You sold it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you don't know, do you?
Don't sound so surprised. I told you, you don't stand a chance. The rights won't take no for an answer. You've been on the losing end from the very start. Ha!
Whoever said I was interested in the house in the first place?
But you said...
Despite his light tone, his snickers only come off as annoying to my ears. I have to fight the urge to end the call right then and there. Stupid Ash.
You're such an ass.
Ashhole.
And just so you know, I'm not treating you to a separate celebration. Or ever.
No, that's just unfair. And here I was looking something up for you. Didn't you say you wanted to talk to Andrew?
I pause. I did say that, but I didn't think he'd actually go through with the trouble, considering how much he scoffed at the whole topic in the first place.
Is he okay with that?
Totally. Besides, I need to ask him about something. I might as well do it soon. What do you say you come with me tomorrow morning?
Okay, Ash. You sexy beast, you.
Well, there's no harm in it, I suppose. I've got a free day anyway.
Great, I'll just pick you up. Don't oversleep.
Don't compare me to you. I'm not the one who sleeps like a rock.
Another round of chuckles come from him. Oh, I will live for the day he'll stop making fun of me. Just you wait. You asshole. As I'm about to end the call, he clears his throat.
And, Isabella?
What? His sudden diffident tone sends my eyebrows shooting up into my hairline. Is the world ending today?
Yeah? Did you forget something?
Do you think we...
He likes it! Well, I kind of already knew he likes this, but I'm so happy.
Never mind.
No! Don't never mind me! No! You son of a bitch! You can't do that to a girl. Rude. Completely rude. I didn't even get to thank him. Damn it, Ash. What the fuck? The busy tone, though muffled, echoes through the receiver. No one is saying this will work. Even I am doubtful if it will. But right now, I'll take anything. Anything to get out of this nightmare. Sleep comes easier tonight. And for the first time in a long time, I dream of clear skies, of restrained laughter from children playing in the streets, of small, cramped dwellings. To an outsider, the sight does not paint a pretty picture. However, this is a home to me. October 23rd, Sunday. Morning dawns bright and clear the following day. Although the air still feels muggy and I miss the chilly autumn weather, it's one of those rare weekends when I'm up even before my alarm rings. If it wasn't for Ash's call last night, I'd probably sleep in. When 9 a.m. rolls around, I'm already heading downstairs where Ash is waiting for me in his car. His hair a disheveled mess, eyes drowsy, and overall look like he hurried to get out of bed. Or fell out of it. Or both. He looks adorably rumpled this way. Rumpled this way? But I'm not going to tell him that. It would only bloat his unbearable ego.
Good morning, Ash.
He makes a motion with his finger around his ears. Tone it down.
Can you even drive?
He answers me with a slight raise of a hand, a yawn, and nothing more. He has never been particularly fond of mornings, and for that I'm thankful to every god in the universe, less mental capacity for him to make fun of me. There's a reason why mornings are my favorite. It doesn't take long for us to reach our destination, a small cafe situated in Luxembourg's busy street, the same one I'd often visit with Rebecca. No! No! It's Rebecca Minty. Rebecca. Often visit with Rebecca for its cheap food. I've never gone here on Sunday. It's striking how different it appears without the usual weekday and Saturday rush. The atmosphere especially reminds me of something we also have back home, near the university I used to attend. I wonder what happened to it. It was being renovated before I left, so I never got to visit one last time. This place has always been a calming effect on me. But today, despite standing in a place similar to it, anxiety easily washes over me as soon as I step out of the car. I'm quite used to dealing with people I've never met before, thanks to work, but still, I don't know him. In spite of the fact, both Ash and Rebecca have vouched for him. What will he think of me and my story? What if he thinks I'm crazy? Hell, even my own friends thought so. I draw in a breath to quell the panic beginning to rise in me. Oh well, only one way to find out. A few hesitant steps towards, and then Ash suddenly pulling me back by my elbow.
Hold on, scaredy cat, not too fast.
Without warning, he flicks my forehead hard.
That hurts. What was that for?
He's already walking away when I look up, and I hurry to catch up with him, puzzled. I really don't understand this guy. At least explain why you're flicking other people's foreheads all of a sudden. So rude.
Get yourself together, will you? He's not going to bite.
Oh, you can tell I'm anxious. Jeez. Stop. Stop knowing what I'm thinking.
He's very accommodating, too.
I wasn't scared of him or anything.
You don't look like it. Didn't sound like you were okay last night either.
Huh?
What was that last one? Hey, don't just ignore me.
Damn it, Ash. All questions and retorts die in the mouth once he opens the door to the shop. A cast iron attached to his chimes softly announcing our arrival. The smell of freshly brewed coffee welcomes us as soon as we step in. Like the usual, several tables and chairs have been set up for the patrons. but most of the customers have forgone them in favor of the most comfortable throw pillows and bean bags the staff has laid out on the floor. Rebecca would love to know they have something like this on Sundays. She's been complaining about how uncomfortable the library chairs are for a long time. Ash leads me to a secluded spot near the window, where an old man, probably in his 50s or 60s, is sitting, enjoying a brew and a book.
Professor Clark.
It's just Andrew now. I'm no longer your professor, Detective Inspector Frey.
Detective Inspector Frey? Ooh. Oh, wait, yeah. Wait, what? Hold on. Sorry, I got really confused for a minute. Okay. His name is Ash. His last name is Frey, and he's Asian. So, is he half? Because his last name is Frey. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much into this. It doesn't really matter, does it? The guy, Andrew, looks up from his book and gives him a smile. A sheepish look crosses Ash's face as the older man admonishes it. More unusual, in my opinion, is seeing him appear like a parent has just scolded him. But it suggests a familiarity between them, one that goes beyond what someone expects from a simple student and mentor. With another warm smile, he gestures for us to take the empty seats opposite him.
Have you been waiting long?
Quite some time. But I come here early on weekends. Best time to get their first serving of bear claws. They're the only place that serves it here.
I see.
I took the liberty of ordering for you two. I hope you don't mind. I thought it'd be best to talk over a decent helping of coffee.
Maybe I don't drink coffee. Actually, I don't drink coffee, so that would be problematic. Somebody pre-ordered me coffee, and I don't like coffee. I'd be feeling like I was forced to drink it because I don't want to be rude. Yeah. You're a psychologist. You should know this. Soon enough, a waiter brings up 2 more cups and sets down a basket of pastries.
Aren't you going to introduce the lady?
Oh, your smile is creepy. You remind me of the KFC man.
Ah, right. Sorry. Isabella, this is Prof. Andrew. He's one of my professors back at the university. Andrew, this is Isabella Santos.
Santos. Portuguese? Spanish? Brazilian? Mexican?
That's what I thought. When I heard her last name, I was like, huh, she like Hispanic or something? But then when she said Filipino, like it made fucking sense because they have like Spanish influence.
Filipina, actually. It's a pleasure to meet you, Professor.
Ah, your name carries a lot of history, Miss Santos.
It definitely does.
Just Andrew is fine. Don't do what Ashton's doing. He doesn't listen to this old man.
He doesn't listen to anyone. More like the awkward tension typically present in his first meeting dissipates after that. I was expecting someone strict and, to an extent, someone severe? But Professor Andrew Clark is definitely the opposite of what I had in mind. The more personable kind, similar to my grandfather who dotes on you at family gatherings. It's obvious why Ash is taking a liking to him.
Ashton tells me there's something you wish to discuss that I could help with.
I don't know. You might just say I'm crazy, but we'll try.
Let's hear it then.
I give Ash a hesitant glance, but he just nods and gestures towards Andrew with his head. He's leaving this to me. It's my story to tell after all. I keep it short and concise. I found a letter in an old mansion, now I'm cursed. Exactly as I've told Ash and Zach when they asked about it. I don't mention the name of the place. No use saying it now that someone else legally owns it. No use dragging other people into my problems.
I'm sure it's that letter I found. But I don't know anymore. I just want to know how to escape this nightmare.
Of course. We're talking about the one in Anslem Village, aren't we?
Oh, damn, he's smart.
How did you...
Don't look so surprised. There's only one place popular enough here if we're going to talk about hauntings. I once had a colleague who wrote about it and the urban legends surrounding the place. Years worth of study, but fascinating.
I like this.
It's a shame he passed away at such a young age. He would have done a much better job at explaining topics like this one compared to me.
Oh.
Ashton here might disagree, but it's an interesting topic in sociology, if you care to have an open mind.
Studying the science and theory behind it is completely different from outright believing in it.
You don't believe in those stories, sir?
Now, this isn't a question of belief. All I'm saying is things like these speak a lot about a place's culture and history.
Yeah, that shit is pretty interesting.
And it's not just limited to ghosts. Monsters, gods, you name it. Even you, Miss Santos.
What about me?
How you respond to these stories. It tells a lot about you and your upbringing. In the same way it tells me why our detective inspector here finds such topics absurd. Interesting, isn't it?
Yes. I actually like sociology and anthropology a lot. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, 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 guys. I think... Is my phone cracked? Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. I think my phone is cracked. That, or hopefully it's just this glass screen. Oh my god. What? Okay, sorry. This doesn't have to do with the game, but I really hope that's not my phone screen. I hope it's just the glass screen. My god. I'm not the smartest person around, but I understand what he's trying to get at, I think. It's still too much to take in at once. I look for Ash for help, but his eyebrows are drawn in a frown. You don't like what he has to say? If he keeps staring like that at his cup, I'm pretty sure I'll crack soon.
There's still something you're not telling.
Didn't I tell you everything the other day?
Yeah, but you mentioned the rights, that you proceeded to drop the topic right after. What's with that?
They don't have anything to do with this.
Rights? Luke and Hannah, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're the ones who got the place.
Ah, I'm not surprised.
Are they related?
They're the kind who gets what they want when they set their eyes on it.
I don't know, the weird thing is they kind of look like the old owners of the place if you look at the stained glass. It makes me wonder if like they're somehow related or something.
From what I've heard, word gets around.
A heavy sigh escapes my lips. Popular or not, they're just my clients. I'll bet a little pushy, but just my clients, and a story. I know you're trying to help. Shut up, Ash. I'll just say I know you're trying to help. Saying shut up, Ash is for one thing rude in front of this guy, and it's just rude in general. I don't like to tell people to shut up unless like they really, really are deserve it, and I don't think Ash deserves it. He's helping me this whole time. What is it again that Rebecca doesn't... what is it again that Rebecca does when dealing with particular difficult child? The pesky, annoying kind I wish I could remember. I could certainly use the same trick right now.
Ashton, look here. I know you're trying to help, but the deal's almost already closed. The papers are being prepared. Once it's done, it's over. I'm just their agent.
And when is that happening?
When what? Is there even a purpose to this line of questioning?
Your working relationship with them. When's it going to end?
About a week from now? It depends on how long the papers will take, but they want us to rush it.
Really? You're absolutely sure about that?
Yes, really. Unless they want to buy a house again and want me and Rose to be their agent. If yes, then I don't see a problem with it. Now stop annoying me about it.
I wonder... Sounds like he knows something about the rights that we don't.
Don't accept it.
What? Why? It's my job.
He knows some shit. Why don't you just tell us so make our lives easier? Oh lord, even my younger siblings aren't this difficult to deal with. Then again, Ash far from a younger sibling to me. If he'd only spell it out, surely I'd understand. We wouldn't even have to talk about it right now. That's how it is, right? Find an even ground, talk about it like adults we are. It wasn't like this before. But somewhere along the line, something has changed in us as people, as friends. I wish there's a way I could tell when or why. Instead, I'm left searching blindly for reasons. The next thing we know, we'll be drifting further and further apart. How frustrating.
Now, kids, settle down. We're not going to solve anything by shouting.
Sorry, Sir Andrew.
And we're not going to solve anything either if you keep omitting things.
Speak for yourself. I'm not the only one doing it.
You'll have to forgive my former student, Miss Santos. He's always been the curious kind. Many people think he's lazy, but it's actually the opposite. I see that hasn't changed.
Oh, really? How is he back when he was your student? I'm sorry, I need to ask. He doesn't talk much about that.
And there's a reason why. Please don't.
No, now we're gonna learn.
Tried to sleep on the first day of class. He didn't repeat it after what I made him do when I caught him. Students like him are the easiest to deal with, once you know what piques their interest. I'd have to say, he's one of the very few who's actually interested in the subject, though.
That's good.
But there was this one time when...
By the end of the conversation, Axe looks like he's praying for the ground to swallow him. You're embarrassed. Na, 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 na. You gotta deal with it for teasing me all the time. He's never been one to talk about himself. What I know about him are mostly bits and pieces I've gleaned over the years. He's an atrocious singer, he's bad at art, he has personal vendetta against mornings. Now it feels like he isn't that hard to figure out after all. It's past noon when Andrew has to leave us for another meeting. But before we separate...
Miss Santos, a word of advice. Just keep in mind that when it comes to cases such as this, they aren't always what they seem.
Naturally, the mansion in the letter was brought up several times during our talk. And though Ash is right and Andrews offers a different perspective, he has left me with more questions than answers instead. What is she? What does she want from me? Is she ever going to leave? Well, she's saying help. That's pretty obvious what she wants. She wants help. They all continue to bug me after we left the coffee shop. I don't even notice when Ash takes a different turn on our way back.
Where are we going? You can drop me off at the park.
Guess. You have 3 chances.
Are we going on a date? Oh, please bring me on a date.
I'm serious, Ash. Where are we going?
Please. He doesn't answer, but shortly his car stops in front of a small, non-decent food stall a little ways away from the movie house. If I wasn't paying closer attention, I would have missed it without a doubt. He motions for me to wait as he gets out of the car and walks in its direction. Sheesh, if you want to buy something, just say it. No need to make yourself look mysterious. It makes you look more like a dork than cool. The wait isn't long, however. Soon he's walking back holding 2 fish-shaped cones in both hands. Did you get me taiyaki? Did you get me taiyaki? Oh, please. Ice cream, parfait, a cross of the 2? By the time he's back inside the car, I've given up on my effort to figure out what he bought. Not that it looks bad. It's actually quite cute.
Here, take it.
Is it taiyaki? Is it a taiyaki cone? I have to move my head back a little when he thrusts it at me to avoid the ice cream and the fruit topping from ending up on my nose.
What's this for?
It's a taiyaki cone! I love these things! I love them so much! Taiyaki is usually a bread shaped like a fish, like a pastry, and it usually has red bean paste inside, and it's like glazed on the outside, and it's so good. I used to eat these in Japan, like, all the time. But this is like a taiyaki cone ice cream, so it's even better. Like, it's a taiyaki cone, and then there's ice cream in it with strawberries. I love strawberries. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh my god.
My arm's getting tired.
Ash, you are the best. You know exactly what I like. Holy shit. Let's get married.
5, 4, 3, 2.
With a wary glance, I take it off his hands. I still don't understand why there's a need for ice cream today. I want ice cream now. Get me an ice cream cone. Someone come bring me an ice cream cone. I want vanilla and I want strawberries in it. Yes, that is what I want. I don't like chocolate, guys. Just so you know, I don't like chocolate. I like vanilla and I like strawberries. Strawberries and fruity things. Nevertheless, I take a small bite. It's actually pretty good. Oh, fuck yeah, it's pretty good. It must have shown on my face because he chuckles as soon as I take another one.
Saw the place open the other day when we watched Zach's movie. Thought I should give it a try.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a bad place to get food from time to time.
It's amazing.
And you're giving me free ice cream because...
We're on a date, you stupid girl.
Do I need to have a reason?
Oh, he's so cute.
Are you really going to ask me that?
Here's the thing with Ashton Frey. He does not, like, just treat anyone to free food because he feels like it. He's that much of a Scrooge. Hell, he even asked me to teach him how to haggle once. Haggle! Of all things, he'd ask me that. I'd have to expect such requests from Rebecca, but Ash, not at all. If I am going to be honest, he's a bit constipated with the expression on his face right now. I think he's starting to regret ever buying this.
The other day? The movie with Zach and Rebecca? Rebecca's there, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What? You calm down. You freaking out.
Anyway, during the movie, we, that's to say, you,
Oh, you're so cute. My god.
Shit. Should have written down something first.
Oh! Be my boyfriend.
Get to the point, Ashton.
Isabella, you're ruining this.
Right. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to bask. What?
I'm sorry for, not getting to the point. I'm sorry for the other day. I got carried away.
Oh.
I said things that upset you. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
You're so nice and cute.
Oh.
And I got taiyaki ice cream now.
Oh, okay.
But I want some in real life. This is disappointing.
Okay? That's all? That's all you're going to say?
Maybe I should say thank you.
You're not still angry, are you?
No?
You didn't have to buy me anything. A simple sorry would have been enough.
I bite into the cone again, a small attempt to keep myself occupied and relieve the heat crawling up my face. It doesn't work, but at least I don't have to look at him. Why am I feeling embarrassed over an apology? I have no idea. It's not like it wasn't called for. They were being mean, especially him, and in that fraction of a second it hits me. He skipped his day off just for today. I should be the one apologizing and thanking him. Silence is an awkward company while we finish our respective snacks. There are words for this, for people like us, for understanding and sentiments like this. Yet in this instance, they won't come. As promised, he drops me off at the park right after, phrases unsaid still hanging heavily in the air. In this weather, the city park gives off a lazier and more languid vibe than usual. Where children are usually seen running around and playing, there are now people lying leaning back on the picnic blankets, simply enjoying the afternoon sun. The smell of food drifts from nearby carts, and if the wind blows in the right direction, one would watch the whiff of freshly trimmed grass. Maybe I should try walking home today, to get my mind off things. To try and find the words somehow. I haven't done that in a while.
Thanks, Ash, for today.
No problem. Say hi to Rebecca for me.
Sure will! She might be pissed though if she found out we were alone together, so I'm not gonna mention that part.
Yeah, I will.
Even so, I linger. We both do. A mild humid breeze a mild humid breeze brings the smell of dried leaves, warm earth, and a far-off distant memory of false starts and awkward first meetings. Same place, same people paying the same parts. Funny how of all days my brain chooses to remember it now.
Wait, Belle.
What? Ash exits his car. He strides unsteady when he approaches me, or maybe this is his uncertainty showing. I'm not quite sure. He has never looked uncertain to me before. Always calm, always sure, always collected. He stops a short distance from me, close enough that he's within an arm's reach, but just far enough for his voice to be heard over a decent small talk, if this isn't what it's going to be. He fumbles for something in his pockets.
Here, catch.
What? A small bag lands cleanly on the outstretched hands before it hits the ground. Oh, it's a lucky charm you get from those shrines. In Japan, I used to go to these shrines a lot, and you get these little things. There's ones that are good for, like, good health, like good luck studying, and good travel, and, like, just good fortune in general. I raise an eyebrow at him, and he responds by shrugging and stuffing both hands back in his pockets. Somewhere to his sides, he finds an interesting spot to look at. Sometimes you have to wait, Papa said long ago. For once, this time I listen. His voice is halting, hesitant, and when he finds it again...
My mom used to make me carry around one of those when I was young. To ward off evil and bring you luck, she said.
Oh, so you're Japanese, maybe? Maybe he's Japanese, I don't know.
I don't believe in this stuff now, but if it makes you feel safe since you're a total scaredy cat, then I guess it's okay to give you one to carry around.
Yay, thank you, you're so nice. Perhaps at the moment there aren't any words for it. I've never been good with those. You're not bad after all. You can be nice when you're trying. Damn it, these are so close. I'll just say you're not bad after all. Or is that worse? You can be nice when you're trying. That sounds... that doesn't sound that great. I'm gonna say you're not bad after all. Right? That's not offensive. I feel like you can be nice when you're trying is more offensive. I don't know. You're not bad after all. I close the short distance separating us, and lightly, in place of phrases one couldn't spit together or answer too early to seek, I lean over. Oh my god! Yes! Yes! Oh, our relationship status! I think, oh my god, let me check. Oh my god, I'm so happy. When did this horror game become like a fucking romance visual novel? Guys, I'm gonna tell you a secret here. I actually, like, used to be addicted to playing otome games, which are basically those visual novel games where, like, you have, like, anime boyfriends. Yeah, I used to play those, like, a lot, and so that's probably why I'm, like, squeeing over this, but I give him a little peck on the cheek. Oh, they're so bloody cute! Let's look at our relationship status. Oh god, okay. Yeah, okay, so our highest relationship is with Ashton, and then, how are we on good terms with Marianne? I don't know. Marianne and Zach. Hannah, not really. Rebecca, not really. Luke, not really. But yeah, oh my god, this is adorable. The touch is short and fleeting. The kind that speaks volumes of boundaries we don't often cross as friends. So the other thing, like, would that have ended badly? Would have you got pissed off or something? And then I wouldn't have kissed him or something? Nevertheless, the thought is there. It lingers. In a gentle autumn wind that passes and an empty space separating us when I step back and look up at him with a smile. It's easy to express gratefulness this way, isn't it? At least, with my own family, that's the case. Oh, maybe in, like, the Philippines it's not unusual to, like, kiss on the cheek and stuff. He's probably like, oh shit. For the two of us, I'm not quite sure. Did he understand? After all, gratitude is considerably harder to put into words when you spent the latter half of your friendship teetering between good-natured jests and ruffling each other's feathers. Seconds pass before he clears his throat. His face has gone remarkably red, whether from the heat or something else, I can't quite tell. Isabella, you're so dense. It's ridiculous. But he understands. I know he does. Because the smile on him while he finally meets my eye is the gentlest I've ever seen from him.
I, gotta go. Got some reports I forgot to file the other day.
Yeah, you liar!
Yeah. See you around. Thanks for the ice cream and the charm.
Don't lose it. We won't find one here again if you do.
I won't. I might move like I have 2 left feet, but I know how to take care of my own stuff. I'm not a total klutz.
I know.
And Belle, remember that one time? Devlin Court?
No. Oh, I do, with all the clarity in the world.
At the time, when we... What I'm trying to say is that you can rely on me. If something, anything happens.
Oh, you're so sweet. Isabella, make him your boyfriend now. Now.
Not the exact same thing, of course, but you get the idea. I'll be around.
I'll keep that in mind. You're not that bad after all.
Before leaving, he waves at me one last time. The next time we talk, we'll be back to the way we are. Because at the end of the day, that's how things have been always moved between us. We were familiar with it, what we're comfortable with. But from all that, it's always easy to put our own faith in him. My own faith in him. I just hope I can keep them safe. Keep him safe. A light wind blows again, sending dried leaves swirling and distant smell of earth into the air. For the first time, the sunlight feels less harsh. Maybe a walk is good? I need to visit the grocery, too. Come to think of it, wasn't there an art store that opened recently nearby the park? ... Okay, guys, we're gonna end it here today. Thank you for watching. This episode wasn't that scary, but it was, like, super romancy and cute, and I loved it. So this was a new side of the game that I enjoyed. Thank you for watching another episode of The Letter. If you like this video, please give me a like. Please subscribe to my channel. Please check out my Instagram and my Patreon on the links below. And if you want to, leave a comment and I'll try to respond. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next episode of The Letter. Minty Foxu, Papanchu.
Yeah? Did you forget something?
Do you think
He likes... Well, I kind of already knew he likes this, but...